Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Cheltenham Racecourse here on Friday. It is the 9th of December 2022. Gonna look at the fifth race to 225 from Cheltenham, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Hopefully this card goes through at Cheltenham. They are experiencing some cold weather, so there might be frost on the ground. There was an 8 a.m. I believe inspection, so hopefully it all goes well. But I did read earlier that they are canceling the cross country. That's a shame. So we won't see the decent horses there of Delta work and stuff, but another day. But let's look at this fifth race, the 225. It's a very good race. It's the Dahlbury Handicap Chase. It's a premier handicap chase for Class 1 horses, going for a $94,500 purse. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses going the distance of ground here of 5,200 meters, or the 3 miles and 1/4 trip over the chase course. Basically the Gold Cup trip, but not the Gold Cup course, of course. Top selection here. I'm going to go with the number 3 horse, Eva's Oscar. Let's go 3-7 in your forecast exacta. 3-7 forecast exacta. Top selection of the 3 horse, Eva's Oscar. 8-year-old gelding by Scirocco. Tim Vaughn trains one. Gets Johns up in the saddle. The horse's most recent outing came 13th of November here at Cheltenham. 3 miles, 3/8 in the premier handicap chase class 1 event that day, and he finished second by 1 3/4 lengths that day. He stalked early on. He really jumped a terrific race. He just couldn't have a good run in, but he ran his heart out there, cutting back an eighth of a mile to 3 miles and a quarter on a little softer ground, which I think he should like. I think he could really run a good race, and I think he could get the job done. He's getting a little bit more weight though than the last race, 11 more pounds to 166 pounds. 2 back at Kelso, 22nd of October, 3 miles and a quarter in a limited handicap chase class 2 event. He finished 6 by 14 lengths that day, and he had a few mistakes. He almost got brought down. It just wasn't a recipe for success there. Off the bench, he definitely needed the race there. And then at Exeter on the 11th of March, 3 miles in a novice limited handicap chase, he won by 3 1/4 lengths that day, and he stalked. He really, put on a show jumping, quickened up nicely. A very good race for him after all said and done. And then at Chepstow last February, on soft ground, 3 miles in a class 3 limited novice handicap chase. He finished 4th by 29 lengths that day, just absolutely had nothing, had a few mistakes there. He ran here at Cheltenham last year in this one, where he finished 2nd by 2 lengths that day, and again, he just didn't have the run in, but he was jumping well around the race course. If he gets a good trip around the race course today, I think he can win. At 5-1, let's use him. It wouldn't surprise me if the 7 horse gets the job done, switch hitter for Harry Cope and Paul Nichols. Hasn't been seen since April, where the horse ran at Newbury in a Class 3 novice limited handicap chase, where he finished 2nd by 2 lengths that day, and he just stalked, and he just couldn't catch the winner who ran better than him. Before that, Harry Ferd over the 2 miles 5/8 in a Class 3 novice limited handicap chase. Again, he finished 2nd by 2 1/4 lengths there, and he just had a few mistakes which cost him there. But going to a longer trip on softer ground, I'm going to give him a shot here at Cheltenham. But to recap my selection for the 5th, the 225, it's the Dahlbury Handicap Chase. Let's take the 3 horse Ava's Oscar. Give kudos to the 7 horse switch hitter. 3-7 forecast exacta. We'll use this 3 and 7 both in your place pot and your quad pot here. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5. Good luck, everybody.